Hello, my name is Rowlands, and this video is going to be a brief introduction to nutritional balancing, what nutritional balancing is all about, what you can expect, a little bit on the history, and a few other principles kind of surrounding it. I personally have been on a nutritional balancing program for just under 6 years now, and I have to admit it's definitely created a fantastic life, especially from what I was like before. I was quite sick, quite depressed. I didn't really know my direction or where I was going, and nutritional balancing gave me that kind of lease of life and that breath to carry on forward. So nutritional balancing is a kind of sophisticated, integrated system for healing the body. What's good and what's interesting about nutritional balancing is that it's able to heal the body at very deep levels. What I mean by that is it's not a kind of surface level healing modality. It's actually able to get deep within the cells, and we believe as nutritional balancing practitioners that the best way to heal the body is to go deep, and the deeper that you can go into the cells, the more toxins and chemicals you can release, and it creates a better environment for the body basically. So what's really good about nutritional balancing, and what I find quite impressive, is the fact that it's been around for quite a long time. A lot of healing modalities are quite recent. They seem to be fads. They seem to be different kind of ideas that come and go. But nutritional balancing has actually been around for 45 years. And I think that's a really powerful point of the program. So nutritional balancing has principles from many areas of healing, and I think that's a fantastic approach in my opinion. What the founders have done, Dr. Paul Eck, and carrying on from that Dr. Lawrence Wilson, is they've looked at all the different healing methods and ancient and modern day scientific methods, and they managed to combine some principles all together into one, and we call that nutritional balancing science. The fact that we call it nutritional balancing science and not nutritional balancing is the fact that there is an actual scientific approach to healing. It's scientific in a sense that it uses something called a hair mineral analysis, which is an analysis of the cells, and it combines quite perfectly with nutritional balancing to provide a really scientific, thorough method of healing the body on very deep and permanent levels. So as I mentioned before, it's a whole systems approach, and it combines a lot of different scientific backgrounds. For example, there's a lot of theory integrated with nutritional balancing on the stress theory, metabolic typing, cybernetics, holography, fractal mathematics, the chaos theory, biological transmutation, and other physics and engineering concepts. It's combined with up-to-date Western physiology and biochemistry, and as mentioned, together combined, over 45 years, it provides a really amazing, powerful, deep and thorough healing program. From my experience with nutritional balancing over the past 6 years, I've seen many people heal quite rare and quite difficult disorders. Me, for example, I had an eye condition that's very rare that's cleared up excellently. I had adrenal burnout. I was actually in the exhaustion stage of stress, and I've managed to overcome that. I've managed to overcome some very chronic infections that I've had since I was a child, and quite a few other symptoms, around 20 to 30 different symptoms. I've not only seen that in myself, I've seen that in other people. and I've not actually come across a program as powerful that is actually combined with science as well, which is a fantastic factor. So most people in the 21st century are actually extremely sick, and many people don't realise how sick they actually are. One of the reasons being is that they're surrounded by many of the same people that are struggling with health conditions, and they don't really see many people that are truly pure and truly healthy. And I'm sure if they did, they would see health and they would see their own circumstances a lot differently. The amount of toxic metals and toxic chemicals and pollution in the world today is causing people's bodies to become very toxic and thick with heavy metals, with toxic chemicals, with different pollution. And what that does over time is it creates a body that's just full of these toxins, and it just is not working and functioning optimally. What nutritional balancing aims to do is it aims to create a holistic whole approach where it tackles these problems at multifaceted areas, and it gets deep within these cells, and it allows these cells to eliminate many of the toxins and many of the toxic chemicals, and as a result people's health improves, people's mental clarity improves, people's physical energy improves, and many other different factors that people have been struggling with for years and years. So what we aim to do in nutritional balancing is we believe that the body has a kind of a wisdom, and if we provide the body with what it needs, with the nutrients, with the rest, with the kind of the right mental attitude, the body is able to re-nourish itself and re-mineralize the body. And by balancing balancing the minerals and the cells in the body, what we can do is we can allow the body to create an environment that promotes health, basically. So the aim of nutritional balancing is to raise the vitality and create a fantastic environment where the body is able to overcome many illnesses and many diseases by itself. Now, one interesting byproduct of nutritional balancing is something that we call development. Now, development is a kind of excelling of the human body, you could call it. And what nutritional balancing does is, because it manages to get so deeply into the cells and so deeply into the root problems of what's causing these symptoms people are getting, it enables the body to rejuvenate itself much quicker. The immune response improves, people's cognitive abilities improve massively, people come much more grounded with the earth, and as a result they develop into an extremely good human being over the years. This is not really obviously a quick fix. This is something that takes a lot of time, but over the years we find that people's bodies and immune system improve, and as a result people get things like life extension and a much more improved health. Nutritional balancing is not a remedy science. We're not here to treat remedies, we're not here to treat symptoms. What we're here to do is to give the body what it needs to create a wholesome, good environment where the body is able to heal and develop itself naturally. In nutritional balancing, there is different principles and different concepts, and we can kind of sum them up in 5 different areas. One of the main areas is diet. We're really big on what foods to eat, how to cook them. Remineralizing the body is one of the most important principles in nutritional balancing science. Along with diet comes water, the correct drinking water, the correct amount of drinking water. We use different detox protocols. The reason we use detox protocols is, as mentioned earlier, the bodies are so sick that we need extra things to help the body detox all the toxic chemicals and toxic metals. in nutritional balancing program we use things like coffee enemas, infrared saunas, and we also use supplementation, which is another section to nutritional balancing. Supplementation is used to rebalance the minerals, it is used to detox the heavy metals, it is used to increase the oxidation rate, which is similar to the metabolism of a person, fast and slow. And it's basically an aid. It aids the body to remineralize, to detoxify, and we use it to balance a person along the journey of nutritional balancing. Another really important principle of nutritional balancing is someone's lifestyle. Lifestyle's huge. Many people today are running around in their heads, running around at work, and what we kind of try to tell people in nutritional balancing is it's really important to slow down, to take life as it comes, and to rest. Rest and sleep are a huge part of nutritional balancing, and the body really needs a lot of rest in order to heal and to detoxify all the chemicals and all the metals. Another important part of nutritional balancing is something called the pushing down exercise. Many people would relate this to meditation. It is very similar to meditation. In a lot of ways it is meditation, but it's a way that we can start to ground people to the earth, start to look at our thoughts, start to assess our thoughts, and start to realise that a lot of our minds are running on automatic, and if we can take some time to stop, slow down, move our energy downwards and watch some of the thoughts that are arising, we can process old thoughts, we can process old thought patterns, and we can start to slow down the thinking and understand some of the reasons why we might act or we might be in certain ways. A lot of people ask me how quick or how long will it take for me to heal or to get better on a nutritional balancing program. Nutritional balancing is more like a lifestyle. It's a way of living. It's not really something you can do and then just leave. As I say, for me, I've been on nutritional balancing program now for 6 years, and I intend to do it all my life. In terms of how long did it take me to get better, it's all dependent on who you are, how sick you are, how well you do the program, your mental thoughts. But some quick examples is I had a lot of brain fog in the past, and I took some of the supplements and I did the diet in the beginning of the program, and all of a sudden my brain fog lifted, and it was the first time in 6 years that had actually occurred. So I knew that I was onto something quite powerful and quite amazing, and I knew that my brain fog wasn't mental, which was a great relief for me. But as I did the program more and more, I began to realise how incredibly sick I was underneath, and it took me a couple of years to get the bulk of the metals out of my system. But every month I was getting better and better and better and better, and now 5-6 years down the line, I can happily say that I'm pretty much symptom free. I still do the nutritional balancing program. When I do the nutritional balancing program, I feel fantastic. My energy levels are running throughout the day. I don't have any depression anymore. I don't have any anxiety anymore. My chronic candida clears up. And considering that I had 20 to 30 symptoms in the past, I've really come along. One interesting concept in nutritional balancing that kind of is a little bit difficult and is a little bit awkward sometimes when we're working with different clients is that we go through something called retracing. And to kind of put retracing in a simple form, if you imagine I'm 26 and for the past 21 years I was doing things that wasn't very wholesome, I was eating poor foods, I was accumulating toxic metals, I was accumulating toxic chemicals, I was accumulating bad thoughts, bad ways of thinking about myself. I had a lot of different mental ways of thinking that was part of my past. And in order to heal properly, in order to heal deeply, you must rewind what's happened. And when you rewind, you release the metals, you release the toxins, you release the thoughts. And you will release toxins, for example, and they will enter the bloodstream, and you will feel temporarily worse. The depression might get a little bit worse temporarily. The anxiety might increase temporarily. You might get a flare-up of one of your symptoms. You might get a skin flare-up. But this is what we call retracing, and retracing the body, retracing the body's past. And people go through different phases of these retracing, and once you do a retracing, generally you'll feel better and better and better and better. And that's kind of one part of nutritional balancing that's really fascinating, and it differs a lot from other healing modalities, whereby we actually can see it working quite powerfully. We know that these toxins are coming out of the system. We know that the body's flaring up an infection in order for it to heal. We know that the body wants to heal. You don't necessarily see retracing reactions or Herxheimer's reactions in other healing modalities, and that's something you should be very wary of, that what goes in must come out. Now, that's just a quick brief introduction about nutritional balancing. I hope it's gave you a better understanding about what it is and what it could possibly do for your health. Hopefully you can carry on this video series, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you very much.